Hello guys, I'm sorry I'm giving you this class like this, but I had a car crash. I'm on the way to the shop for the car because my trunk won't close, so it's a bit tricky to be doing this. So I just wanted to give you a very brief class so you don't lose another day. The subject that we're going to see today is what we call project management. I think I've told you this before. This is a very important subject because at the end, it doesn't depend exactly on what you're doing or the kind of business that you have. Every business needs a project manager. And the idea of the project manager is to actually keep track of the issues that are important for the company. Not only the company, but the project in itself. When you're selling, for instance, a service, you need to make sure that your client knows when it starts and what things depend on the time frame that you proposed. This is really important. Sometimes you think that you're going to have a project, for instance, constructions, the ones with your parents in construction, you probably heard this before. It does not really rely on your only need of doing the project. So sometimes it's about the supplier delivering late stuff, or the government giving you the permit days or weeks afterwards. So all of this is starting to delay your project. And the idea is in the project manager to be able to first to know the time frames for these things to happen in order for you to do a good planning and not just saying like, yeah, we're going to be over this building in 1 year, and turns out it was 18 months or something like that, which happens more often than not. So the whole point is for you to know to change your activities in order to know what activity depends on which other activity be done before that, or your activity, when it's finished, it triggers another activity, so which one is going to be that one. And in order to do that, we do a project manager. Now, let me tell you the basic of the project manager. The project management is like a pyramid of activities. So, of course, your main objective, let's call an example, would be to finish the building for a new set of apartments. That's your core. Now, in order to do that, you need to I don't know how to say that in English, like to desmenuzar the big project into the small activities. And these small activities are going to be things like getting the permits done, getting the suppliers in order, doing the calculations, the architect, the engineer, getting the construction workers, getting all the materials that are non-construction related, like the kitchens and the floors and all that stuff. So all of those are going to be subset of activities to your main project. And now, of course, in order to get the permit, for instance, well, it's not also like one activity. You have to do a lot of stuff. So below that one, you will have things like go to the delegación to ask for the permit, know which requirements, compile the information that they ask you because they ask for the blueprints of the building and the engineering stuff and whatever. Compile the information, deliver it, and then these are subtasks, and actually we call it like that, tasks. So these are tasks of what you're supposed to be doing. So you have to go to the delegation, that's one, then compile the information, and then compile the information is one task, and it has subtasks. In order to compile the information, you have to get the blueprint, call the engineer, find a messenger, for instance, fill out the form. All of those, when you finish those, you get this task done. That is compiling the information. And this, after you get the compiled information, it triggers the next action, the next task, that is going to be handing everything into the delegation. And then the important thing of the task is that it has to have a length, because sometimes it's only an activity, like handing in the information, but most of the times it's more about doing something that lasts. Like getting the actual permit from the delegation, it can take you 2, 4, 6 weeks. So you have to frame that so you know that once that you do this activity, this one other is going to be depending on another lengthier issue.